Some instant reaction here on the Football Martin channel as Southampton draw at Derby County this afternoon in the Sky Bet Championship. It finished Derby 1, Saints 1. Saints started the game and the better of the two sides as well. It was Armstrong who put Saints ahead. It was a decent goal as well. It goes past three players. It was a lovely play. Kept the ball at his feet, dribbles it, puts it into the bottom corner. It was a really good goal. That's his third goal, league goal of the season. And I'll tell you what, after that first 5 minutes, I thought Saints would go on and really push on and win the game. But Derby come right back into it after Adam Armstrong put Saints ahead. They come on strong and they had a really good 15-minute spell. They had a lot of the ball. They moved the ball a lot. We're getting it in the box. Alex McCarthy today is Southampton's man of the match, and that's quite unbelievable. At 20th place, Derby County in the Championship, and he is the man of the match. He makes 3 massive saves. He makes a big save in that first half. It was a blowy and blustery afternoon at Derby County. I've come inside to do this video because it was so windy outside as I left Pride Park this Saturday afternoon. But yeah, they get back into it, Derby County, and it was poor from Saints, really poor from Ryan Manning, who's played at the highest level for a very long time. It was a crossfield pass from Derby, goes from left to right, it goes out for a throw-in, and it should have been a Saints throw-in, but Ryan Manning was arguing with the linesman, and he should have just got on with play, switched off Saints. The ball comes in the box, and Agyemang, who's been a real handful, him and Morris were a real handful up front. The pair of them are really good players. And Saints didn't deal with the cross like we didn't deal with it at Hull a couple of weeks ago. Ends up going in the box, and boom, it's in the back of our net. Free header. And after that, Derby looked strong. Half-time come at the right time, really, because it really turned in Derby's favour at that stage of the game. I thought it was edging back and forth. It was a really open game, and actually I didn't expect it to be such an open game today. I thought that Derby were going to sit in. We did the pre-match preview yesterday with Chris from Rams Talk, and he was very negative about the way that he thought that Derby set up today, and a lot of the Derby fans I spoke to going into this game said the same, but they weren't. They had a proper go at Saints, and it was an end-to-end game. I was listening to the local BBC radio station, totally biased, but I like to hear the perspective of people up in the box that get all the replays, and they were talking about it being Derby's best performance of the season. Look, they won't go down if they play like that. They played some really good football today. They're physical, strong, won a lot of battles in midfield. There was a lot of nasty tackles in midfield. There was a lot of crunching tackles. Shay Charles in there, he's got his foot in a lot. He come off in the end today, but he did play well, Shay Charles. Look, there's some positives, but there are some negatives. We have to come and win these sort of games. We have to be better coming away from home. If you want to challenge at the top end of the Championship, games you have to come and win. And I just don't think we're good enough at this moment in time. I think as it stands, from what I'm seeing from the opening 9 games, we're going to have to come back from this international break and really start to kick on. Look, it's not. If you said at the start of the week, I was just talking to Chris about it, and we were talking about points tally. If you said we were going to get four points from the 2 away games at the start of the week, you would have probably taken it. But the fact that we got the 3 points against Sheffield United in midweek, you thought, well, today, go and get the 3 points against Derby. You know, it would have been a really good week if we got the 3 points. But after Ross Stewart got injured, because Ross, that's the big negative of the day. Ross Stewart gets injured yet again. He goes through, he slips, and he kind of howled his quad or his hamstring. I think it was his hamstring that he pulled. Or tweaked, and he's come off, and I thought that was we never looked like the same team after he went off, because he's an important player, and it's mad, isn't it? All our hopes are resting on a guy that spent 2 years injured, and that's because they haven't bought a striker that's good enough to play at this level to back him up and be in the mix. Adam Armstrong then steps into the 9, and he's not as effective playing in that number 9 position. It's just not the same player. He likes that pocket of space on the right-hand side. And today, the wing-backs didn't quite work for Saints. Ryan Fraser couldn't get forward. He goes forward a bit, tracks, comes back inside. We go back inside. Ryan Manning on the left-hand side gets to the halfway line, stops. We go back inside. We lack like runners out wide, and then to get the ball in the box and start getting players in the box. We don't have that midfielder that's going to run from midfield and get in the box. And when the game got stretched today, there was no one to get hold of it and control the game. And that's what Yander's been good, but as the game went and got stretched, I thought, get Downs on next to Charles. But Downs comes on and he's an idiot. First thing he does is smash someone off the ball real late doors and gets booked straight away. It was one of the worst yellow cards. You know, it was a yellow card, but absolutely unprofessional at the time. Like, he needs to show a bit more leadership when he comes on as well, because like all of a sudden he's on a tightrope straight away. I'm like, Damien Downs come on again, and I don't want to come on here and criticise him. He's not for the here and now. He comes on today, gets another opportunity. Cameron Archer must be thinking, what do I need to do to get an opportunity? Damien Downs comes on early in the second half because Will still wants to try and get Armstrong back in the pocket. He had brought Fellows on initially when Stewart went off, and he put him onto the left-hand side. And I've got to say, he runs into trouble a lot, Fellows. Such a frustrating player. Runs inside, runs into players, gives the ball away. And all you want to do is see him go out and get the ball in the box, but we don't have that out-and-out target. Will still wants to play with a target up front. We don't have that target. And I think that is going to be the real difference between us being even a playoff side and not at this moment in time, because we're 9 games in now, and if you look at it compared to that time under Russell Martin and that last championship campaign, we were free-flowing. And look, we played it. I'm going to be totally outspoken now. The football we played back then was so much more with attacking intent. Yeah, we let goals in. We look more organised now in terms of the back. We look more solid. But in terms of attacking intent, we haven't quite got that. So you've gone from like a manager that let goals in at the back to a manager that wants to stop it. But we're struggling to build that momentum in the top end of the field. And we're going to have to get better at the top end of the field, aren't we? There's no doubt about that. The problem is we've got to get to January and we're not going to get a striker in. Look, let's talk about some of the positives today. Alex McCarthy in goal, took a bit of stick. Some really, really big saves today from Alex McCarthy. Like the saves were massive that he's made, like big saves. And to be fair, we could have ended up losing the game if it wasn't for Alex McCarthy today. Joshua Kwasi, he kept him in. I think it was important that he kept Joshua Kwasi in today, and he done okay, to be fair. Kwasi did. I thought if he got dropped today, it would have been really, really harsh on him. But our 2 most expensive summer signings are on the bench today: Finn Azaz and Fellows. Azaz come on and struggled a bit. He just doesn't look like the player that's going to bring us any sparkle. But so, like I'm going back to saying, I'm waffling now. But after the 9 games, I'm reflecting on it and thinking, are we going to be near the playoffs? We're going to have to get a lot better, because at the moment, I think we're going to be pushing it. We should be with the squad we got. Whether he'd be given the time to do that, we need to start winning games. Look, it's frustrating today, really frustrating. But if you want to be at the top end of the championship, you need to win these games, and we haven't done so. We need to be. Today we will play better sides that will punish us, and that's my biggest concern. After watching today's game, we will play against sides that will punish us. Derby didn't punish us today, but if they did, we could have easily gone in at half-time 2-1 down. We could have easily ended up being 4-1 down at one stage, because McCarthy's just called upon. Adam Armstrong scores again. He's a positive for me. Leo Senza, I thought when he went off, it was a bad substitution taking him off, really, because we lost all impetus on that left-hand side, because he's a real outlet, but he's real dynamic. I just thought once Azaz come on, we looked blunt in going forward. Again, that's a little bit of a concern for me. I think there's still a lot of work to do. I don't think we're going to be anywhere near the top 2 as it stands. I think everyone will agree with me. Get involved in the comments box below. Give me all your thoughts, all your reaction to today's result. I'm disappointed, really disappointed. I just thought we'd come here and win today. And I think everyone, when I look at all the videos I put out for score predictions, everyone thought we're going to come and win today against a Derby side that have not won at home all season. They'll be scrapping bottom end of the table. They won't go down. On reflection, it's a fair result. They'll be happy, Derby, to get a result against us. Their local radio station was saying it's their best performance of the season. And they play well. They play well. Where Saints have to be better. It's just not quite good enough at the moment. And I'm not enjoying it like I was enjoying it under the last campaign, if I'm honest. It's not. I don't feel the same feeling that I had last time round that we're going to go and do something magical this season. I don't know if he's got the personnel to do it. I just don't. Certainly not in the striking department. At least he's got Armstrong in the side, and Armstrong's scoring, but elsewhere I'm finding it hard to see where enough goals come from to get us at the top end of the championship. That's my post-match instant reaction video from Derby County. We're going to go and head back in the car and head back south very, very shortly. But it was very windy outside, hence me having to come inside. I'm going to grab a bite to eat. Matchday vlog will be out tomorrow. It won't be out tonight because I won't be back to at least 11 o'clock tonight. It's been a super long day. Get involved in the comments box below. Give me all your reaction.